Hello. I've never heard myself on this thing before here, in this new space. I'm used to not having any notes, but here we go. Okay, so let's get this kid shit out of the way. I got a kid, yeah, single mother, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so at the bank, I signed for him to get my money after I die. And so I told him about it. I was like, hey, Jackson, so if I die, you get my money in the bank. He's like, so is that like if you get murdered? This happened this week. This is the same kid that wrote a trilogy about me being the supervillain that got hit by a bus. If I get murdered, you know that my own child murdered me. So we were at the grocery store the other day and looking for shit for his birthday, and we go past the beer. And I was like, hey, you want to get a 12-pack for your friends? And he's like, Mom! You gotta teach them young and make them, like, no, say no to the beer. And I said, well, you want me to make you some pot brownies for your friends? And he's like, Mom, that's even worse. I was like, all that shit does is make you relaxed, and it makes your eyeballs want to burn out of your head, and you get all itchy. You want to do that? You friends, you guys want to do that? He's like, no, Ma, I don't want to do that. Yeah, it's like hell's fire. Gotta start them when they're young. And please, circumcise those little fuckers. Because this is not Europe. In Europe, it's okay. Here, girls are like, ew, it's slimy. It looks like a little army guy coming out of his slimy little turtleneck. The war is over. I saw it one time. He was drunk and he was naked and passed out, and I saw it, and I was like, he's passed out. Let's just pull that shit back. Okay, I gotta go. That's the last time I saw an uncircumcised dick, and I was like, don't do that to your kids, please. This shit is true. Okay, so I did some Rain Man calculations in my head that all of you guys are only spending like $1 to watch me do this shit. So I will refund at least 10% of your entry. So I got a dime bag right here. If anyone needs to come get their dime, it's cool. Okay. I'm serious. Refund. So if you're the asshole that comes and gets a dime from a single mother, that's because I wasn't going to do the whole refund because I'm going to So this morning, I pulled out of the driveway like at 10:45, like, man, I need to get up because I need to write some shit down for tonight. And I see this black cat, like, walking across the street. He's like mean mugging me, and I'm like, this is a bad omen for tonight. And he walked back to his my hick-ass neighbor's house. And, you know, yeah. You know those orders. They're going to be extra popular when the world is over. We're going to be, like, stealing their shit. We're going to be wearing their clothes that still have the tags on them to hunt zombies. You know about the zombies, right? Yeah, they're going to be pulling their teeth out for Christmas decorations. Still have their Christmas trees and shit. Plastic Jesus. You know about that, Ryan, right? Ryan, my sky daddy. Can you tell that I grew up in a cult religion? Can you tell this? Probably not. So when I was 4 years old, this guy came up to me and he's like, what do you want for Christmas, little girl? And I'm like, Santa Claus is pagan. He's like, okay, I'm out of here. Whatever. Oh, that poor man, he just backed up slowly and walked away. And did anyone learn how to swim at the Y? Yeah. Anyone learn how to swim at the Y? Yeah, that's where I learned how to swim. That's what, back in the day, they used to put you up on the diving board and then push you off the diving board. And then they would take this big ass candy cane, and that's what saved you. This is a big ass candy cane. So that's why I hate Christmas. Seriously, no one ever gets me a fucking present for Christmas either. So I'm a little distraught about that. Even my relatives, my Aunt Tootie, she's like, yeah, this year we're only gonna give gifts to the kids. I'm like, fuck that. I'm not ever gonna get a present if we just give fucking gifts to the kids, whatever. Okay, so, a little breathy here. So last year, I went to Colorado for nail school, and once they shove you out on the floor, that's where all the cheap motherfuckers go to get manicures and pedicures. You know who you are. There might be a few of you scattered out in the audience, but it's usually like the people with fungus and warts and lots of old people. I was the only nail tech that they'd be like, Angie, can you take this one, please? So I would get my gloves on, I would get my goggles on, I would get my mask on, I'd get my electric file. I was all ready for Pinocchio's grandma. Like her toenails were made out of wood. So people, that's what I was known for in nail school. And then I would work on Pinocchio's grandma's sister after that. There was one time where there was this 93-year-old guy that came in. He was a World War II pilot. Awesome. He had flown for like 43 years. And so I was pretty nervous. You know, it was one of my first ones. He had like this flaking skin and the black socks and I ended up like putting my boob on like one of his toes while I'm like working on the other toe. $2 tip. Yeah. I went to Taco Bell that day. Oh, yes, I get to go to Taco Bell today!
Yeah!
$2! Yeah, so the last month of school, I'm gonna try and talk as fast as I can. Yeah, this is pretty personal, but I was bleeding the whole month, my last month of school. So take the old people and the cheap people and like working on toenails and So finally one of my fellow students, she's like, we need to go to the ER. I was like, okay, let's go to the ER. Yeah. So, yeah, they did an ultrasound. I had a mass like lodged in the opening of my uterus and it was hemorrhaging. Yeah. That is so funny. So the whole last month of school I thought, oh my god, I have cancer. Yeah. Cancer is fun to talk about. Ryan's laughing. Okay, so they're like, okay, let's do a biopsy on this shit. I was like, oh yeah, let's do this. Okay. So he tried to do a biopsy, but he fucking failed. Failed. I was like, oh shit. So then I hear him like fainting and turning ghostly white, like more ghostly white than I already am. He's like, I should have told you that in the beginning that you were gonna think you were gonna die. And I didn't die, but he's like, well, that's what happens when I manipulate your cervix. I'm like, what? Yeah. I was like, let me manipulate your cervix. If you had one, he goes, here, take these pills. We'll have surgery in 2 months because you have no more options. Do you have kids? Yes, I have a kid. I'm done. Whatever. He's like, do me one favor in these 2 months. Do not get pregnant. Okay, I won't get pregnant. Okay, so I had to finish school, and I came home for Sturgis, and I really tried not to get pregnant. Like partying like I have cancer and I'm gonna die. While saying goodbye to my uterus. Yeah, okay. So, party time. Okay, go back to Colorado, pass my state boards, I have surgery. Day of surgery, I'm getting out of like the trance of drugs and all that. And I'm like, oh my God, I think I had did someone give me a boob job? Or did they take my uterus? So I guess I had told the doctors, like, did you do breast implants on me? Or did you take my uterus? I didn't figure that out till 2 weeks later, but it was kind of funny. And I also asked for the chaplain. when I was in my drug-induced state. When the chaplain came in, I was like, oh, you're a snappy dresser, why are you here? He's like, I'm here to say a prayer. And I'm like, yeah, say a prayer for me. He's like, it says that you're non-denominational on your sheet. I'm like, Gail, tell me a prayer, honey. So, okay, yeah, because I gained 13 pounds in 2 days. That's why I thought I had a boob transplant. But the next day I had a blood transfusion. That was way worse than losing my uterus. So then I lost 20 pounds within the week. And I'm like, hey, this is a great plan. And then didn't have to do laundry, no vacuuming. I sit around, watch football, TV, get better, check up with the doctor, no cancer. Yeah. Gotta get on that cancer train. But yeah. Okay, so, ouch, what the hell? A little bit later, he did the checkup and he's like, oh, I was like, what are you doing? I'm in the thing, he's doing his thing. He's doing his thing up there and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, you have a stitch that's not gonna come loose. And I was like, thanks for telling me what you were doing. Okay, have you guys ever seen the movie Teeth? Have you guys ever seen the movie Teeth? It's this girl has a vagina with teeth in it.
Oh my God!
No, and she tortures boys and there's teeth in there. And I was like, man, I wish I could beat her. But it's not gonna happen because it's nice and soft in there. But I guess I had this evil stitch in there. It was kind of it's like fishing wire. It's like fishing wire, it's really sharp. And so I was having sexual intercourse. Thank God my mom is not here. I told her to stay home. She's like, you're not going to talk about gross shit like those other comedians. And I'm like, well, I can't tell what I'm going to say because I don't know what I'm going to say until I say it. Yeah, I poked with my fishing wire. I poked dick. Like the movie Teeth. And I was like, yes, I did it! I dreamed about that, and when I saw the movie, I was like, I could do that someday, and it came true. So if you put it out in the universe, what your dreams are, it comes back to you. You're like, my dreams are coming true today. Okay, because they call it a cuff. So it's like a sock for a dick. They cut everything off, and then they flap it around, and then they sew it up. It's called a cuff. Sock for a dick. What time is it? Am I out of time? I don't know. So, and then there was these people in the elevator. Because I had to go I was low on iron, so I had to go get prenatal pills, even though I'm not pregnant. I can't go pregnant anyway. No more babies. So I'm in the elevator with my prenatal vitamins, and these people were like, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you having? And I'm like, I'm due in 2 months. I didn't want to be Debbie Downer and tell them, well, I don't have a uterus and you do, so fuck you. 10 minutes. Okay, so people don't want to know the truth, do they? Do you guys want to know the truth? No?
Yes.
Yeah, this is all fucking truth. Next time I'm going to lie my ass off. But tonight is truth. Okay, so Goldilocks, sometimes I feel like Goldilocks. I have actually said this out loud to Canadians. I said, well, it's not too big and it's not too small. You're just right. Canadians love me. And I told one guy who's a little bit chubby, I was like, Oprah says, everything that Oprah says is truth. She says, if you lose 35 pounds, you gain an inch in your dick. You should try it, right? Guys are obsessed with their dicks. They do. They want to know, hey, is it big enough? Do you like it? Should I do this? Should I do that? And you got to tell them. Tell them what to do. And then usually they're like, have you ever been with a black guy? How do you answer that question?
Yes or no?
I'm like, yeah.
Guy who asks.
Yeah, because in the hospital, I was telling my best friend, Jackson was in the NICU, whatever you call it, NICU, and I'm like, did you see it? She's like, yeah, we're good. I'm like, so I must have had like, he's like a porn star at 6 days old. Because his daddy's dick was not that big. I'm like, please, just please, pray for it. Talk to Jesus. And then one time, I was like, baby. The guy was like, baby. Jesus. I won't even tell you what I was doing. I was like, oh. And I was like, I love it when you call me baby Jesus. Sucking dick joke, sorry. Yeah, okay, so. I'm just gonna skip some stuff, and yeah. Okay, so I started selling, let's go. I'm done. So I'm gonna change it out and talk to you really quick about doTERRA essential oils. So I gave this guy a suggestion for a recipe for a car freshener, where you just spray, like put a few drops of on the thing and then put it in the car. And he's like, well, you know, my car already has that new car smell. And I'm like, fuck you. Why can't you just follow the recipe and just do it? And then he was like, okay, close your ears, people. If you don't want to hear the C word, I'm not going to say it. Okay, he said,
Go for it. Go for it.
cunt.
Yeah.
That's for Axel's girlfriend's mom, if she's in the audience.
Oh my God!
Cunt, I said it. Okay, I said, well, why don't I just ride around in your car with no underwear on? And then you'll have that to smell. Instead of the fucking recipe that I prepared for you with my essential oils on a fucking clothing pin that you hook to your brand new fucking Honda that you're so proud of. She's like, well, I want the scent of your wet poof on my mouth, on my hands, on my clothes, on my cock, and all over my bed, but not on my car seat.